Hey guys, it's RodimusPrimal. I am back with another video, and today I am in Baltimore right now for TFCon, and while we are here, the Hasbro is having its PulseCon online as well, and they did a whole bunch of Transformers reveals for Transformers Legacy, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about it. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and let's transform and roll out. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon, becoming a channel member, or purchase some merch like my new CWO Con World Order t-shirt today. Okay, so with all of these brand new reveals, I was really excited when I saw this image right here, when it had a whole bunch of different Transformers characters all on the sign, the signage here. And first, of course, you see Optimus, you see Megatron, you see Prime RC, and you see Prime Bulkhead, where it's more of a G1 Bulkhead. There's definitely Blaster, Hot Rod, Drag Strip, Skywarp, Kickback, and I believe this is Cindersaur. And while I was sitting watching the panel, I was actually sitting with a bunch of other YouTubers. Balt Matrix was like, "Oh, who is that? Who is that? Like a lizard? Is it a dinosaur or something?" So it's kind of cool to see all of the see how many people get excited about this stuff. And during the whole panel, they had some of the stuff for Transformers: Rise of the Beast come up. So they were talking about the different Transformers who are going to show up, and of course we've already seen the images for this before. And you saw the different vehicles like Bumblebee and not Jazz, but Mirage. I want to say Jazz because it looks like Jazz, right? And then you have RC, Optimus, and this van is now confirmed to be Wheeljack. And a lot of people were wondering, like, well, who is it? What's the name of the character? It's been confirmed now. This is Wheeljack's alternate mode specifically for Rise of the Beast. And I'm wondering if he's going to end up taking a different alternate mode during the movie. And I wonder if Mirage is going to do the same thing. But we'll see where they go with it. And with the Decepticons, we already know that this is Nightbird. We already know that this is Scourge. Well, they're also doing, this character is Battletrap. I was wondering what the character's name was. We don't know if this particular character is going to be a duocon or not, like if there's going to be a jet like flying around and all of a sudden combines with a tow truck, or it's just going to be the character's name, Battletrap. And I'm fine with either or, because that's the thing, like we don't know how they're going to handle the Terracons and how they're going to work as a team. The next thing they showed off was Transformers The Experience. It seems they're going to be having two things. It's going to be a walkthrough. I don't know if it's going to be like in different places, and if it's going to end up being that they're going to do a virtual thing. So if you don't want to go some places, like if you're not able to make it somewhere, you can do something virtual. And I had heard about this a while back. I think I was got some information about it ahead of time, and was kind of like, that kind of sounds cool. But now it seems that they're doing this walkthrough experience, and I'm wondering if because it seems like the designs are all evergreen, if they're going to have more characters than just the evergreen designs. And they show, of course, here Windblade and Starscream, and the Insecticons are flying by all over the place, and you see Optimus and Soundwave, and it looks cool. I guess it's going to be one of those things where you walk through and the Transformers are fighting around you. There's Grimlock, and it's clearly that they're designed after their evergreen look. Also want to talk about the Transformers Hall of Fame. Blur was inducted into the Hall of Fame along with John Machida Jr., so it was him actually doing so with two figures there, and he actually did an entire recap of the War for Cybertron trilogy, and it was kind of cool because to see him like more involved in the franchise again is always a treat, because hearing him talk like a million miles a minute is one of the cool things, and I really love the character. It's probably I should do a retrospective of him in the future. And also Guido Guidi, who is an Italian artist who is known around the Transformers franchise, was also inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I think he was well deserved because his art on Transformers is awesome, and that is just a known fact, and it's great to see him getting recognition as well. Inferno was the one who won the Hall of Fame vote for best season 1 Beast Wars character, which means that Hasbro needs to get on the ball and get us a new figure. I've heard the rumor, yes, that Legacy is going to have a Beast Wars Inferno, the Fire Ant, and of course I do have a retrospective, of course, that you can watch. But what you really came for was the toy reveals. And the toy reveals that they showed off, for Transformers Legacy was a lot of cool stuff. Some stuff we already talked about. I had already talked about Skids. And now seeing the figure, yeah, I see what you guys are talking about. The hollowness on the legs. I don't really care for the hollowness, but the third party is going to come out with something to fix that right away. And I'm all right with that. You know what? Skids is one of those characters some people really love and some people are like, about. So to have a new G1 Skids, and they're going to do repaints of him all over the place is a cool thing. Now Drag Strip was a really pleasant surprise. I didn't know which Stunticon was going to show up. We also got confirmation that the Stunticons are going to merge into Menasor, but they're going to be releasing them individually. So Deluxe Class Drag Strip is coming out. He's going to be in Wave 1 of Legacy, and you got to get him because you got to get the rest of the Stunticons. And when you take a look at the turnaround on him, I was trying to figure out where is the connections for his combined mode. Maybe it's these ports right here, because we were all talking about this. Maybe they're going to do either a leader class or a Titan class, or not Titan class, but Commander class Motormaster, and the cab will be the Motormaster robot, and then the trailer will be the connection pieces for Menasor. I think that's what they're going to do. I don't know, but he looks good. I definitely think that Drag Strip is definitely worth it, because we've needed a new update to him, and he looks a lot better than that Combiner Wars one. Prime RC was one that I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw the reveal for her. She looks great. I really dig the motorcycle mode on her. I think the motorcycle mode is the strongest point of this reveal. Her robot mode, I like the fact that she's a little bit thicker, I guess, for posability, but also in order to get that good, decent motorcycle form and get a good robot mode out of her, was really welcome. Now her face, when you take a closer look at her face, she does have a softer looking face. It does, where Transformers Prime RC had, where I would almost want to call her Chromia, had a very I want to say snarky looking face. Whereas G1 RC is more soft as far as the characterization of her, and I think that's what they were kind of going for with her face. So when you take a look at images of her, she, and her motorcycle mode looks great. Her robot mode looks decent as well. I know they're trying to hide a lot of the motorcycle parts, but I think they've done a good job with her. This one, I literally my jaw dropped to the floor. I said, man, I definitely got to get Kickback. I already have the Takara Legends, which is basically the Thrilling 30 mold, I forgot which one of the Prime Wars, one of the because I have all three of those Insecticons, but I wanted them to be a little bit bigger than that. We're going to have a deluxe class Kickback, and that is definitely a welcome addition. I like the clear energy weapons on him, and the wings look cool too. It almost looks like that they're molded this way, but maybe they're just molded that way and then painted plastic. But he looks a lot better than previous molds of him, and I think this is probably the best G1 styled Kickback that we've gotten out of the Generations line. When I saw this image of Bulkhead, I was really pleasantly surprised with this one, because a lot of people have been complaining about Bulkhead, going, this is a betrayal, this is a this, and I go, guys, calm down. They were going for something new and different. You have 12 different versions of Prime Bulkhead, and now they're coming out with a newer version of the character, and it is geared more to the G1 fan just as much as it's geared towards the Prime fan as well, or the animated fan. And I mean, heck, we didn't get the Energon character with a helicopter, right? So this one, when I saw this image here, looking at him from the side, this is where I was like, yeah, I like him a lot better. He definitely feels like Bulkhead, and also with the backpack, that's the thing, is that when he does the whole turnaround, he looks a lot better than when you saw the promotional images. he does look thicker, and that's the thing that fans of Bulkhead want him to be thick, and I totally get that. But what the cool thing is that like his feet actually, like the way that they fold in, it actually makes a storage section for the back of the truck, and the way that this goes on the back here, I really dig it. I think he looks awesome. I definitely want to make him a part of my collection because I don't have another version of Bulkhead. I don't have a Prime Bulkhead. I don't have an animated Bulkhead. I didn't care for the aesthetic. I liked the shows. I watched the shows, but I didn't collect any of those lines. Here I'm getting a Generation 1 style Bulkhead, so this is going to appeal to me just as much as it's going to appeal to the animated or Prime fan who wants another version of Bulkhead. So I hope that more people are excited about this one. This one, everybody in the room was like, ooh, because we were seeing this and we didn't know how they were going to do this, but they're doing Laser Optimus Prime. So Generation 2, Laser Optimus Prime, and he comes with his trailer. So not only does he come with his trailer, but the trailer does transform into a base, and it's his full-on transformation and everything, which is great. So, like, I know a lot of people were like sitting there, are they going to do another Generation 1 Optimus Prime? No, they're going to do a Generation 2 Optimus Prime. And you know that they're going to repaint this, right? This is going to end up being the Robots in Disguise 2001 or Car Robots Scourge, but he looks great. Definitely looks awesome. I like the clear plastic specifically for the sword, only because that is how his energy weapon is supposed to be. And I would really like to see what they do when they actually do Scourge and release him later on, because here's the thing. The fact that they're doing Scourge and Rise of the Beasts, that they're going to end up, they have to release like both, because it's kind of like a commemoration for both characters, and I like the way that this looks overall. And getting a look at the packaging here, we now can see that the leader class figures are going to be closed boxed. I'm hoping that it doesn't turn into any issues, moving down the pipeline. I know they're trying to be more green and going with more cardboard and less plastic for the packaging, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like I'm hoping that people don't end up buying Laser Prime in the store and then not having a Laser Prime in the box. That's one of the things that I do worry about when it comes down to these packaging choices that they've done for Transformers as years have gone on. Now, this figure has been revealed before, obviously because of online leaks and such. But the thing is that this figure is supposed to be an accessory pack to Unicron. So this is going to be Galvatron in the middle of being reformatted from Megatron, and that's the whole idea behind this figure. And it's kind of cool, He comes with a whole bunch of accessories, comes with, little miniatures of, the Revenge ship and the space, the shuttle that was escaping from the Decepticons in Transformers the movie. So it is kind of cool that they are doing that. To be quite honest with you, it doesn't really appeal to me. It looks cool for a lot of people, but just like Dead Prime, it's like, do I need a reformatting Megatron? Do I need a do I need a Dead Prime? It's kind of the same thing. But I know a lot of people are going to be very excited to get this, but it's really up to you. The last thing I want to talk to you guys today is the return of tech specs. Not exactly the same way, but what they're going to be doing on the packaging is going to be releasing these QR codes that are going to bring you to the bio online. So you're going to be able to scan the QR code. It's going to bring you to the Transformers website, and you're going to get the bio right there on the website. So it is a return to tech specs. It is something that I did directly ask Hasbro if they were going to bring back, and this was pretty much what they were alluding to in their response. And I think it's a good thing that they are that they have brought back tech specs in this way. And with that, that's pretty much most of all the Transformers news that came out of PulseCon. But I want to know what you guys think about this Transformers news. Are you excited about all these new reveals for Transformers Legacy? And how about the return to tech specs and all of the Hall of Fame choices? Of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. I'm going to be reporting about all the stuff that happens here at TFCon after this weekend is over, so stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.